We're going to go down to a location that is just outside or just below the Dakota River. This is the location you're looking for on the map. You then want to go and walk up the hill a little bit. Some of them take a little bit longer to locate, also depends on time of day, but you go over to them, hold down triangle, interact. It's a little bit north of where we were just at. You can put your marker to the west of Caliban's Seat on the map just by this intersection. This time you can set your marker below the E of Valentine, and it's actually like off one of the dirt tracks. But moving further up the map again, this time into the Grizzlies West, you want to go and put your waymarker or your waypointer somewhere around here. Again, this can involve you guys' location. If you set your waypointer somewhere around here, just a little bit off the path, then goes around a little bit of a circle. You'll see later on that it actually draws a pattern. But to the east of Katora Springs, again, you then want to go over and place your waypoint here. This is just outside this tower-looking structure. And this time you can place your waypoint kind of north of the Annesburg sign on the map, or the title, should I say. I think that's how you pronounce it. From our previous location, this time you can put your waypointer kind of between the N and the E of Annesburg, and you want to go to, from our previous location, this time you can put your marker just below the U and the R. From our previous location, this one is a little bit off the path, so basically set your waypointer to essentially where you see here. It's a waypointer in between the E and the R of the New Hanover sign on the map, also just below the Elysium. This one we are then going to go even further down south. You want to go and put your waypointer right about here, in between where the path forks, and then when you get down to this location, you set a waypointer just above where it says Lonnie Shack on the map. And then you get over to here again on the pathway and you head to the right up to our next location. This is again off the beaten track, off the pathway. You want to head up here. It's nice and open inside the O of the New Hanover sign. That is essentially where you want to go. You go over up past, this time placing your marker between the A and the N of the Hanover sign. Over here by this lake, you can see that is essentially where we want to go to. Place your waypoint on top of the in the Heartlands sign. That is essentially where you want to be. You go our sort of initial starting location, set a waypointer to the north of Citadel Rock. This is very near the train track again, and essentially Dreamcatcher, if you go and place your waypointer to the left of the E in the New Heartlands sign, and you can then go and there in this opening, in this clearing, you'll find the final Dreamcatcher at the Elysium pools that I mentioned earlier. North of the E in the New Hanover sign, you can see the Elysium pool marked on the map. You then want to go over here and you walk towards and into the waterfall. When you walk in here, you can start walking through the cave. Now, ideally, you will probably want to pull out a lantern. I didn't have one at this point, so there is one part where I'll be walking through darkness, but if you look at the mini-map, it is a straight route. It's basically impossible to get lost. You walk forwards, and if you encounter anything that's stopping you, just press square to mantle or run up a hill, and you'll essentially work your way through. And then when you walk in here, this is where you can go to complete this quest or complete this mission and find the ancient arrowhead. You want to start walking up here, you can go and collect your loot from the eye of what I assume is like a bull, and the ancient arrowhead treasure in your pockets. So that's it for the time being. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. Again, if you did, then a like would be super appreciated. And of course, keep it locked for much more Red Dead Redemption 2 content.